Let's get rolling. What up? What up? It's the
What
All
up?
Sports Show. Back at you once again, man. It's episode 13. Wish it was Friday the 13th, but we got a lot to get into today, man. But obviously, thank y'all for tuning in the way y'all have been. Continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Let's take this to the furthest extent. You can catch us on all directories. Just type in All Grind Sports for Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify, whatever your go-to is. Just type us in, man, and we'll be there. And without further ado, man, let's just get right into the spits. We'll start with Luka ending with a bang last night. Might as well, right?
Who wants to go
I'm
first?
not 100% sure, but you might have guessed every round or every matchup right. I have to double check.
Yeah,
I know
applause.
you for sure
I
were the
did.
only one that had Dallas in 7 and Boston in 7. For
Yeah,
sure.
I did.
So you
Good
can
shit,
take the
Eugene.
foul first of all, and then
Mm-hmm.
explain to us why you had Dallas in 7.
Luka. That's all I gotta say.
But here's the thing though, that hasn't been enough.
Like,
Look,
look,
hasn't been enough. And then against a 65 win team of all time, like
listen, we literally watched Luka almost single-handedly beat the Clippers last year with one leg.
right.
Mm-hmm. Like with Kawhi and Paul George.
Yeah, even though Pat Bev was hating this morning
man.
on first, we'll get into that in a second. But he was hating mad hard, but he was right.
That seemed personal, man.
When he said Luka, like people might not fear the Mavs, but you fear Luka. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Luka put on a show. I knew Luka would come to perform, but I was like, will anybody else step up to help him win these 4 games? And I didn't think that would happen, but Jalen Brunson did his job a couple games. Who else was that? Dorian Finney-Smith hit like 7 or 8 threes. And then the last
Dinwiddie had 30 games. Had 30.
Exactly. And Spencer Dinwiddie stepped up. So they got it done. Now they got to play the Warriors, which will be another tough task. I expect Luka to show up again, but it's once again, can he depend on his teammates again? And we'll see.
We'll see, but this is giving me 2011 Mavericks vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you got that one true star and a bunch of role players just playing very well together, and they're a bunch of underdogs. Give credit to the Dallas Mavericks coming back down 2-0 and just absolutely taking over this series. They came out game 7 and just punched them right in the fucking mouth. And meanwhile, the Phoenix Suns didn't even leave the motherfucking house. Their car stalled out. You know what I'm saying? And that was the problem. Like, is Phoenix actually for real? We don't know. And it showed. And let's say something about CP3. I have been, now this is granted off camera, y'all motherfuckers just met me, but I've been saying this for years. CP3 is an excellent regular season player, but don't you ever put CP3 in the same conversation with Magic Johnson ever the fuck again. When you call, look, when you call CP3, when people call CP3 the point God, G-O-D, you basically saying he better than Magic, because what's better than God? What's better than God? Thank you. So CP, I choked again. CP, my quad suddenly hurts.
and that's another thing Pat Bev called out during the game. He said, watch somebody fake an injury. And then next thing you know, CP3 quad was hurt. And it's real funny because like Luka said, everybody acting tough when they up.
Yep.
What happened? Them niggas got smacked in the mouth game 6 and got smacked even harder in the mouth in game 7.
Right.
Hold on. I got to go on my rant right now because this is some bullshit. These 2-0. You up 2-0. And every time you blow a lead, you sorry sick son of a bitch. I am so tired of it. Devin Booker, you went 3 for 14 in the game. Please tell me how y'all scored 27 points in a fucking half.
Him and CP damn near didn't even score the whole first half.
Yeah.
Right.
It was bad.
You went 0 for 9. 0 for 9. And bro, come on, bro. I'm a superstar. I'm this. I dropped. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You a bum.
Right.
But I think they just proved my theory that I've always said. Like, that's why I don't care how good you are. It's always dangerous to go to a game 7 with anyone. because anything can happen. Like Tyrell said, they punched him in the mouth from the get-go, and it was too much to overcome. You don't have another game to get it together. It's like the one and done split with football. Like, you don't get no margin of error. Like they say sometimes the best team don't always win in football because you might just get caught slipping. But in basketball, like, the best team usually always wins because you got 4 chances. Like, you have no excuse for losing 4 games. So once you let us to go to game 7, especially to a team that don't got nothing to lose, like, nobody expected Dallas to go to the Western Conference Finals. Nobody was saying that at the top of the playoffs. So the fact that they was already an underdogs, like, they ain't got split to lose. Phoenix got everything to lose. CP, whatchamacallit? What's that?
I choked the game.
Whatever. He had his legacy was on the line with that split. Like, now people are looking at CP a lot differently. Because people assume that, within this year, last year, whatever, that he'd be able to get one. And he wasn't he up 2-0 in the finals?
Yep, sure was.
Up 2-0 in the finals. Up
it's
2-0
like, man,
now.
you ain't getting no.
I think this is his sixth time blowing a 2-0 lead, if I'm not mistaken. Either 5th or 6th time.
Yeah. Oh, and don't go back to his Clipper days where he blew that 3-1 lead. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too. Like, to me, he's never been that dude when it comes to the absolute crunch time. Like, everybody praise him about carrying motherfuckers.
Necessarily his fault though. Last night was the first time I seen a CP game or a game on the line for CP. And I was like, nigga, that's you. Usually he would get hurt or everybody else around him is on some bum spit or some scary spit. Like, if we can go down the line, even when he was
that's fair. That's fair, but
Blake
at
and
this
DJ
point,
was acting like girls when they had to deal with Zebo and Gasol. They couldn't handle that type of physicality. So it was even when he had to carry them past the Spurs, when he had the shot and all that spit, like, he would do what he had to do. It was never like a single moment I could think of where I was like, nigga, that's on you. You choked that off until last night. That was 1,000%. I can't put that, like, that was on him for sure.
Yeah, like, since he turned 37. He played 5 games. I don't know what happened. When he had his birthday, he played 5 games. He had 27 assists, but he also had 22 turnovers. He had 20 fouls and only 17 made baskets. I don't know what happened at that birthday party, what was going on, if some voodoo went on, but he fell straight off a cliff. As soon as his 37.
That's on his path. He probably saw the ring. Nigga, you still in the semis, and you know what I'm saying? You up 2-0, and you already looking at your ring already. Like, you still
look at that screenshot that him and Book give each other in that press conference after they went up 2-0. Like, they just looked at each other like, yeah, we got this series, and it's like, dude, you're up 2-0. And like what Book says is his role model. And let me get into my rant about Book. What Kobe say when they asked him, you up 2-0, are you happy? He said, job finished. Job ain't finished. And I ain't happy. Book, you not the Mamba. You not even close to being like Mamba.
Hell no.
Book, you ain't that motherfucker.
I've always said that I thought Tatum was closer to that than Booker. I don't even know where that comparison came from.
Absolutely.
I don't know where that came from, that Booker.
Because Book used that shit.
Points, stat pad, and all at the end of the game, taking 1 million free throws. That's what did.
Yeah, like, bro, that like when he scored 70, I was like, I'm not impressed, bro. They were fouling.
And you lost.
Shots.
And you lost. So
that's what I'm saying. That's another thing.
They holding up. They holding up that fake Wilt Chamberlain size 73.
That was pathetic.
Fuck out of here.
Like I had always said from the get-go, bro, I never saw the hype around Booker because he had been in Phoenix for what, 4 or 5 years before Chris Paul came?
10 years. He been in the league, 2014, right? 2013.
Okay, so he had to be there at least 5-6 years before Chris Paul came and never made the fucking playoffs. He never made the playoffs.
But everybody got on their knees and started blowing when it went 8-0 in the damn bubble.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I never saw the hype. Like, bro, I'm not saying you got to go out there and get 1 seed because you're the new franchise player. But damn, A seed, bro, you telling me you can't even fucking sniff A seed, bro? Come on, bro.
No, what happened was the Kardashian curse happened. Hey, the Kardashian curse happened too. No, you got hit with that. Hey, she don't want to talk about say I split up with Devin Booker. You know the Kardashians.
Hey, wasn't she just messing with Ben Simmons too? So maybe
she messed with Ben Simmons before Luka. Yep.
That is probably the only curse in sports that I will say is definitely real. Is that
Oh no, the Madden curse is real too.
The Madden curse. Well, Mahomes beat that.
Madden curse, yeah.
Mahomes beat it that year. It bit him in the ass the following year when he lost that Super Bowl. It always comes back to bite you in the ass somehow, some way. Think about AB. AB, it bit him in the ass the following year.
It did. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget about Base God.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't want the Base God.
Oh, little B,
swag.
yeah.
Little beat swag.
Hell no. He lost.
I don't want to ever hear
that KD battle.
I don't want to ever hear the Booker versus Luka, Booker versus Tatum conversation ever.
Booker versus Kobe and how he's similar to Kobe. Fuck all that.
He's not that guy.
He ain't. Trust me, he ain't that guy.
Like I don't know who. Like Booker must have a cult stands that was trying to push that because I've never even seen the.
He does.
Even in their game.
It happened.
Booker just started playing defense like 2 minutes ago. That's first. So that should already like not be really in that conversation right there. He don't got the same post game elbow game that Kobe had. Tatum's is a lot closer to that, as you can see when he was working with him. Like the clutch gene. Like Tatum then went to the Eastern Conference Finals already. What was that? His second, third year? It might have even been first.
This is rookie year.
What I saw from Tatum,
rookie year.
Like
what I saw from Tatum in Game 6 was 100% Kobe-esque. What he
did
to continue to hold off the Bucks each time they came up and they needed a big shot was very Kobe-esque. Is exactly what I saw from Jason Tatum.
Let's give it to Boston again.
Like I'm a Laker fan. I hate the Celtics, but damn it, Jason Tatum was that guy.
He is.
He proved that. Damn it, I'm here to play. And oh yeah, one more thing. Yeah, because the Booker and CP3 act like they got the ring as soon as they beat the Lakers last year. With all that shit they were talking, running their mouth like they a fucking dynasty. You can't even make it to back-to-back finals. Y'all are fucking
they was playing like again, like people. A lot of people felt that was a fluke run anyway. So
AD was right. AD was right. Y'all won because he was out.
All right, Gene. Why did you pick the Celtics?
Chris Middleton.
You did say that. You sure did say that. You said that was gonna matter than people were giving the credit for.
So in my opinion, Milwaukee not having Chris Middleton hurt Milwaukee. Yeah, I mean because they got Giannis. Just saying.
I mean, look.
Hey, hold on. I want to go on the record and say this. I just want to go on the record real quick and say this. Giannis is by far the best player in the league right now, and y'all can go ahead.
So,
on record.
Like for me, I felt like them not having Chris Middleton hurt them more than the Celtics not having Williams. So,
well, yeah, they definitely rely on. I mean, Middleton's basically their second option.
Like,
that too, and like what JJ Redick said earlier today on First Take, you need those big wings that can switch like Middleton can. Yep. And that's what they were definitely missing. And then, like y'all said, they were missing their second option. It was evident.
Yep.
It was
especially that probably would have been over in 6 with Middleton.
Yeah.
I say this, and this is what I meant earlier when I said let's give it to Boston, like as in credit to how well that coaching staff again made adjustments in the last 2 games to basically take Giannis out of that game, both of those games as much as possible. I mean, and that's the thing with this series coming up between Miami and Boston. It's gonna go down to coaching. You got Eric Spoelstra is a highly underrated head coach in this league.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely underrated. I mean, he is one of the smartest minds in the league. Absolutely. And you got this coach over here in Boston, which it's a shame I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but you got this coach out here who in the Brooklyn series.
That's public enemy number 1, man. He cracked me up.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Go ahead.
In the Brooklyn series, in the Milwaukee series, basically saying, okay, we're going to do our best to take out the star player, the guy that can truly beat us, and we're going to rely on everybody else to beat us. You that damn good? Show it. Oh, you're not? Okay, cool. We just knocked you out of the damn playoffs. So it's going to be very interesting how they're going to defensively defend Jimmy Butler. And basically, if they do the same thing and they can really, make Jimmy Butler struggle, especially with putting Marcus Smart on him, they're gonna have to rely on Oladipo and Tyler Hero to end up winning them the games.
First of all, playoff Jimmy Buckets is different.
That's facts.
Jimmy Butler is as good as anybody else that's been in the playoffs this year.
But at the same time,
on both ends of the floor. And Butler is he's more of a willing passer than people realize. That's why during the regular season, you see his stats is like 17 and 7 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's been far of a more willing passer since he's been in Miami. So he has that mechanism in him now. So he's willing to dish out to Depot, Hero, and Ben. Like Miami, that's why they were my dark horse. Like they are deeper than
they're
people
deep.
effing realize. Like
real deep.
And don't let that bum Laurie come back. Don't let them just implement him and let him be the 6-7 option on top of all of that. Like that's gonna be a much tougher task than Boston thinks, but that's gonna be a hell of a series, man. Like,
I can't wait.
Yep. Hey, Miami's the 1 seed for the reason. Miami's the 1 seed for a reason.
That's something I've been telling people though, but it's crazy you haven't really heard Miami a lot until now. Like now people start mentioning them, but
it reminds me of San Antonio when San Antonio was in their dominance and they would just sneak into 1 or 2 seed and nobody would talk about them until the playoffs came around. You know, it's kind of gave me that vibe.
So that was still in the back of people's minds. Like you know what I'm saying? With Miami, it's like nobody's really like people forgot that Butler was consistently a top 10 talent every year because the numbers drop, they think he dropped. But as you can see in the playoffs, they right back to normal. Like he does clearly he's not chasing numbers during the regular season. He's really trying to up and win. And you know, I mean, you was talking spit about the bubble or whatever. I think what affected them more than anything was the effing injuries. That would have been a different series with that. Like I think that's what should be talked about more than anything.
Rachel.
Yeah, man. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens with that. Real quick, because we transitioned a little too fast, man. What does Phoenix need to do this summer?
Sign Ayton. They need to sign him.
Sign who?
They need to sign Ayton. They need to sign him.
They need to?
Yes, they need to stop being cheap and sign him.
I heard chirps of a possibility of trading for Gobert. Small chirps.
What does Gobert do? He's the power. He's the center CP3. Does everything well in the regular season and choke in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
To be fair though, didn't Ayton just have an 8-3 game the other day?
I feel like Ayton is gonna prosper somewhere else.
Yes,
I really do.
Oh my god!
You don't think he's a fit for them?
Nah, not with Phoenix. I don't think he is. I think he's wherever I think he's gonna end up being one of those players where he goes somewhere else and then he prospers and just takes off.
Are they gonna give him a max?
They're gonna have to.
They're not willing to, and that's why Ayton only said something one time and then decided to play basketball. Yeah, they already know what it is.
If they want to keep him, they're gonna have to sign him to a max.
Isn't he? But he's a restricted free agent, right?
He's restricted.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They're not gonna match that offer. I bet you.
I
bet you they won't match it.
I mean, I wouldn't match the offer either.
Yeah.
He's not a max player though.
Nah.
Well, not right now.
He hasn't shown it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could go somewhere else, like you said, prosper. But I mean, in Phoenix, he hasn't shown
him though, Isaiah. Like, do you go like do you throw all the chips out there and like, look, man, we need you, and like, do you do that for Aiden or no?
No.
So let him walk.
Yeah, they
sign and trade if anything.
Yeah, they got to sign and trade. He's just not a good fit.
So what they what can they do, or is they win that? Is there?
It's done.
That win is done.
It's done.
Another reason why they lost is because there's 16 teams that make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The Suns were 15th in attempted threes. They were 15th in attempted free throws. Their game is predicated a lot on mid-range. In this league, you have to make threes, and you have to get to the rim and get fouls. And the Suns have not been doing that.
Yeah.
How'd they win 65 games?
I can't tell you. Because they were at the bottom of the barrel then, too. So, I mean... It's easier during the regular season to do that, but when you have a 7-game series, when you can sit down and game plan for them and say, okay, well, adjust to this, adjust to that, and adjust to that, and then boom, here you go. That's what happened. I mean, they got past who they play first round? New Orleans? And New Orleans won 2 games against them.
Yeah, and they gave them a little scare after they was up 3-0.
Imagine if Zion would have played.
Yeah, right. Like CP of all people should know, he should be teaching them like about closing out your round, the elimination games. That's one of the hardest things to do in basketball. That's what a lot of ex-players say. It's not as easy as people make it think. I don't care if you are up 3-0. So that's something that CP should have been iterating to the locker room.
But here's the thing: he don't know how to close out his game.
Yeah, he can't teach nobody something he don't know about.
You know how to close out?
No, it's real sad. Nope, so don't. It's sad. It's sad.
Hey, that's like me teaching. That's like me teaching somebody how to fix and replace an engine on a car. I don't know that shit, so how the fuck I'm gonna teach somebody?
I think we all agree Milwaukee's gonna be fine, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't be surprised if they go after Ayton.
Before we continue, look, I was one of the few people. I don't know if I talked to you about it on the phone, but I was one of the few people that said that after they won that championship, they should have traded Drew Holiday and went after a Dame Lillard or a Bradley Beal and teamed up with Giannis. That's just my opinion, though. I feel like they need more offense.
I don't know about that.
But they won that championship because of Drew, because it literally made
Giannis is best with players like what he got.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That aren't like the
yeah
guys that are centered around him. Like I think Dame is harder. As crazy as it sounds, he's a harder player to implement with Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You really think so?
Yes,
I feel like he needs more offense, to be honest.
Eugene, because
they need more offense.
Yeah. Eugene, the reason why is because when they brought Drew there, it made Giannis a half-court player. It instantly made him a half-court player. You bring in Lillard, sometimes Giannis is going to go back to being full court. Like Drew getting there was you literally let Drew bring it up the court, run the offense. Giannis, do your goddamn thing, and it worked for him perfectly. That's how they got that chip. That's how Miami beat him the first time.
Let me ask you a question. Giannis the best player in the NBA?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. It don't matter who you match him up with. They had him playing center. He can play center. He can play small forward. He can play power forward. Hell, you can put him at point guard.
But Giannis plays better off the ball. Giannis plays better when he's playing half court.
He can play off the ball still. He can play with the ball. He can play off the ball.
Right.
He can do it all.
I know he can do it all, but he's a better player off the ball.
Why do you think if they were to
acquire niggas that are so used to having everything on their back and doing everything on their own and not having somebody like that next to them? So that's some shit they got to adjust to. And Giannis, as you can see, is very ball dominant. So they put what's predicated around him, what's built around him. Like them type of players, I see them effing him up more than anything. And I think there's other teams they can go to where, like, they're probably a good fit with somebody like Embiid or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he needs a ball handler. But Giannis doesn't need that. He's a very unique type of player, as you can see with his frame and what he does. I don't think we've seen a player like that. So.
I know, but I'm just saying, man. They need more offense, man.
They do, but I think it was more so they were missing Middleton, and also they let PJ Tucker walk this summer. They were missing their wing depth. I think that would have helped tremendously just to have PJ Tucker in that situation because he could defend. Like we saw how he defended KD last year. Yeah, KD did, still had a great series, but he had to make some tough shots, man. Like the entire time, and if he could have did that to Tatum, I mean, just making him take tougher shots. Because Tatum got that game 6, he was getting whatever he wanted. Like any shot that he wanted, he took it. So I think they'll be fine. They just need to find a little bit more offense somewhere. I don't know if it'll be through big trade or something like that, but you're right. They definitely do need more offense, but they need more wing depth than anything.
I mean,
they need to have more depth.
Even if they do need more offense, I don't think it's nothing like that has to be that dramatic. Like it could be, you can get some guys that just know how to score that's in the free agency this year or come off the bench or whatever. Like you can get more offense in a bunch of ways. You can get somebody like Clarkson or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's more offense. It doesn't have to. I don't think it has to be that extreme. I don't think it's that much of a necessity. I think they're fine. I think they'll be fine. Like they hit with like they hit on a pick like no other team has. Like they got them one. Like they're fine. And he's all in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Memphis and Golden State, man. Who did you pick Golden State in that, Gene? I think that's the one I didn't remember who you had. What did you say?
I had Golden State.
Oh, you know what? You sure did, because you been down talking Memphis all this damn time.
Yep.
Oh, what's y'all thoughts on that series, man? I mean, they had to fight without their 22-year-old superstar, and Golden State was still fighting tooth and nail to get out of that. So what was it that you weren't so sold on with Memphis?
Dylan Brooks is a bum. Desmond Bain is a bum.
Oh, you sound stupid.
Nah.
You sound crazy.
Bums.
You called Desmond Bain a
Desmond
bum?
Bain is a bum. Should have been playing DeAnthony Melton.
I eat to that.
This nigga, how is Bain a bum?
Yeah, bum.
How?
Boom.
Didn't he shoot
Certified
48% from three the whole playoffs?
I could shoot that percentage if I was wide open too.
Hey, let's prove it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Put me out there on the court.
So why
hey, you live down the street from
nobody
one.
else is shooting that thing?
What?
Jaren Jackson be jacking Smith all the time. He don't got that high of a 3-point percentage.
Because he ain't that good of a shooter.
So Baines is that good of a shooter, right?
No, it don't mean that he's that good of a shooter. So Jaren Jackson's game.
The series that you're saying you didn't see Memphis getting out of last series, they wouldn't have got out of that without Baines. Let's establish that first.
No, they wouldn't have got out of that if it wasn't for Brandon Clark.
They wouldn't have got out that series if Minnesota wasn't blowing leads left and right.
Thank you.
While Pat Bev up there on fucking first take. Chris Paul. Blowing 20-point leads every fucking game in the playoffs.
Preach.
Mm-hmm.
Preach.
Continue, Eugene.
Speak that shit. Speak that shit.
Listen, Desmond Bain is a bum. All right. He was like, if you look at his shots, they open, they wide open. John Morant is taking majority of the attention. So you got guys like wide open.
And even I know I was hard on even Brooks, you know what I'm saying, for a while. I know me and you
Dylan Brooks.
That. I think before Ja got hurt, I think Dylan Brooks was playing a much better brand of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like somebody got in his head, or once he came back from that injury toward the end of the regular season, he seen how they were playing. He jumped right back in, fit right back in, and was actually moving the ball, playing smart. Like, I had never seen Dylan Brooks play like that. And then once Ja went out, all of a sudden, he went back to that old Brooks that I hated, who was just jacking up everything, doing dumb spit. Even Jaren Jackson, to a degree, was doing some of that too. But Dylan Brooks reverted back to that. But they were still fighting, though, because they just natural dogs, man. Like, they
scrappers.
I love what they got going over there, man, with that young core. Like, they need to – I think that coach needs to figure out a real rotation, though, and stop playing all 13 damn players every single game.
Right.
So I think he does need to do that. But if he can get that under control and, and you're right, he does need to find a way to find more minutes for Melton, 1,000%. Because he Van Gundy and them are recognizing, like, he's definitely like one of their top two perimeter defenders on the team. So they need to figure that out. And he was shooting great towards the end of the season. Like his 3-point percentage was like through the roof, and he was getting like 3 or 4 a game. Like, so they do need to find a way to implement him more. But the Grizzlies, they have a great young core, and I think I don't know. Like I do think they may need one more star. It may need one more star.
May.
They're for real. Eugene, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I think they need another guy, and but they have a great infrastructure in place.
Yeah, they do.
They're in a great position.
I give them credit for overachieving.
I like Zaire too. You said what?
I give them credit for overachieving.
For sure. Okay, you're a road.
Oh man.
Isaiah and Tyrell, what's your thoughts on that?
Let me say something first, because I meant to start it off like this. I meant to start the show off like this.
I thought he was gonna do intros.
LeBron James.
No. No, I meant to start the show off like this. But fuck Adam Schefter. Fuck Dan Snyder. I gotta bring that up every single time. Fuck Adam. Just fuck him. Fuck Adam Schefter. To the highest power. Fuck that motherfucker.
Eminem.
I was about to go after him, but yeah, you already know. Fuck Eminem. Sorry ass. This man is garbage. Hot garbage. I don't see why people love Eminem. They were sitting up here talking about K-Dot's album being like a song on there being like an Eminem song. Fuck that Eminem song. They got 10, 20, 40, 50 times better than Eminem song. No. Fuck that. Eminem is garbage, man.
Look, Todd, this whole Eminem bashing thing started on my other podcast before this one. I told him that Kendrick sounded like a mixture of like lyrical ability like Eminem and Outkast. It was a mixture of that with his own stylistic, his own style hip hop wise. So
Outkast, okay. Eminem?
Lyrically?
Eminem?
Delivery wise? Yes.
Eminem?
I can hear that. I'm not talking about content. I'm not talking about content. I'm just saying lyrical ability and rhyme scheme.
Marshall Mathers, Eminem? 8 Mile, Eminem?
Anyway, so that's the first time he dissed that man on any type of, big platform like that on the podcast, and he's just continued it.
One of the greatest rappers of all time is a crime. A crime of the worst degree.
Right. Hey, I agree.
Right, Eminem ain't in top 5,000. Just tell me what fucking car, what fucking club party you done popped into and it was like, yeah, cut that Eminem
off. Hey, who hopped in the car and put on Eminem?
Has anybody said that about Mos Def or Talib Kweli? I mean, I don't think that's a good argument, sir.
Yeah, I actually have heard that. I'm just playing. I haven't heard that. I ain't even finna catch you. But do we say Mos Def is top 5? Do we say Talib Kweli is top 5? No, we don't.
If somebody tells you, if somebody has a conversation about the best lyricists ever, and somebody says they got Mos Def top 5, you're not about to have a full-blown argument with them about it. That's not far-fetched.
Eminem, though. That's what we're talking about.
I don't think that's far-fetched either. Just personally, I don't think that's far-fetched.
JC, cut the shit, bro. Cut the shit. I love you, but nah, bro. Nah. Nigga just be rapping off shit.
I'm not even an Eminem fan, though. That's the crazy part.
No. He just raps a shitload of words. And then some middle school white boy hops on there and tries to be intellectual and say, oh, he meant this, this, and this. No, the motherfucker just put a whole bunch of words together that rhyme and said them real fucking fast. He fucking sucks. Back to the topic. Okay. Memphis Grizzlies.
And Isaiah.
They need...
I need y'all thoughts on the Memphis and Golden State.
Okay, I'm trying to give you my thoughts on the Memphis here. I can guarantee you that none of them players in that locker room listen to them. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is they need a third star. They need I don't think Jaren Jackson.
What are you talking about?
Because some people consider Jaren Jackson to be their second star.
But you don't knock it off.
No,
I didn't. Did I say I do?
Did
I say I do? Hold on. Don't attack me because I attacked Eminem now. Okay, calm down.
No, I said Jaren Jackson a second star. I don't care what you brought up of who you talking about. That is an individual thought process right there.
So who's the second best player on their team?
The second best?
Desmond Bain.
Second best right now. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would. Well,
you could make the argument for Jaren Jackson, right?
You could make an argument for that.
Okay, so people. But what I'm saying is, people consider that for a Memphis team to be their second star because it is very hard.
That doesn't mean you're a second star because you're the second best player.
Okay. So
and he not, and the fact that we're having an argument about if he's that shows that you're not the second star.
I got a perfect comparison.
Ooh.
You remember when Porzingis got sent to Dallas and he was supposed to be the second star?
Didn't he make All-Star game?
Man, cut the shit! Man, that nigga was ass.
I'm just saying. He actually made an All-Star game. That's different.
Kristaps.
Fuck that. Kristaps ass. The whole point that I'm making is,
it's his first year.
That man to be the second star, just like people consider Jackson to be the second star.
And
his first year.
Dude, and Michael Porter Jr. was considered a star after his first year. And where the hell did he go?
He just always
got hurt. He's
just hurt.
He hurt. The
same
potential
way
there, he's just hurt.
It was the same way with Kristaps.
Jaren Jackson needs to work on this.
Yeah, that's the thing. He has all the tools to be a star. He's not a bad player. He just has a low IQ.
Which makes you a bad player, nigga.
I'm not.
That's what comes back. That's how you lose. What you mean?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I did walk myself into that one. But what I'm saying is he has all the tools to be a good player. Just like JaVale McGee.
He's on a great.
That's kind of how he reminds me of a young JaVale IQ.
Which hides his weaknesses, and one of his strengths helps him a lot because he's a good interior defender. That's honestly probably the biggest thing that helps them a lot.
That's what I'm saying. He reminds me of JaVale. He has a very low IQ, does a whole lot of dumb shit, jacks up shit that don't need to be jacked up. I mean, JaVale wasn't taking that many shots.
This analogy then. That would be like JaVale jacking up threes all damn day.
That's what I'm saying.
But he gives them the great interior defense. That's what I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. If he can get in the realm of getting his IQ together just like JaVale did, he could turn into a second star. He just don't have the damn IQ.
Hey, Ty, is it just me or does Jaren Jackson's jump shot look like Tristan Thompson's?
Tristan Thompson has one of the worst forms I've ever seen in my life.
I know. Sure. That's what Jaren Jackson's look like.
Talk about another motherfucker who got hit with the Kardashian curse. Oh, Lord. This dumbass.
See what he said on like one of the episodes?
No, I didn't see that shit. I don't watch that bullshit.
No, it was a clip I saw on Twitter. You know damn well I ain't watching that shit.
You probably watched that in the Ray J tape 5 times over.
Fuck you.
He's like, it's Ray J in this motherfucker.
Listen. So him and Chloe are in the gym or whatever, they're talking, and she's talking about, oh, you see that Kanye will never leave. They never leave us, so that means you'll never leave. And he was like, more like you'll never leave me. I was in fucking tears because of how many times this man has cheated on her ass.
And she came crawling back. Not him crawling back. She came crawling back
while you were pregnant with his child.
I mean,
he did that with the first baby mama.
He made it clear that, like it's certain niggas that I guess they do so much bullshit because they want you to leave, and then it's like she like, well, I'm still not leaving, and it's like,
right.
Oh God, bro, like, what do I have to do?
But she should have known that shit from the jump because she got him when he had his first baby mama pregnant. She should have known that from the jump. So fuck Tristan Thompson, fuck the Kardashian shit. Talk about the series real quick. Let's talk about on the Golden State side, man. Them motherfuckers is fun to watch. I mean, they absolutely are. They have excellent defense. They hit their shots when they're absolutely supposed to. Absolute fun and for real, you know, like,
oh my bad,
I can't hate this team,
but I think what's coming soon, maybe even sooner than we think. There's gonna be a Poole or Clay discussion at some point.
I'm telling you this right now, and I think I might have said this in the last time I was on this podcast, and I had to go back and watch it. But I think I know at least mentioned it to you.
You said it.
That Clay is gonna get traded at the end of this, by next year, October.
You said you wouldn't be surprised if
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you this right now. I think Clay is gone because although Clay is a major contributor on the offensive end, because of the torn Achilles, because of the torn ACL, Clay has become more and more of a liability on defense. Clay does not have it on defense.
I think that's extreme.
No, he's
a liability.
not like a bad liability, but he doesn't like compared to the speed of how they play their defense and how they rotate. Clay doesn't have it anymore. Like Clay used to be that motherfucker, you know, 5-6 years ago when he was locking down Kyrie and shit like that. He don't have it no more. And it's
never
not
locked down Kyrie.
Well, not in the sense of lockdown, but you know what the fuck I mean by that shit. Like it's hard to lock down 2016 Kyrie Irving.
He was holding up LeBron.
Nigga, Dallas shut down. This close. This close. You almost got me.
Oh my God.
He almost got me. Oh no, buddy. You almost got me. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. But you ain't get me, homie. Anyway.
Maybe I'm missing something. Clay's defense does not look as bad as I'm seeing people say. Maybe
You can
probably have a full evaluation, but I haven't seen it as bad as people are trying to portray it.
Right. No, I'm not saying it's completely bad, but because of how great the Warriors defense is, it's kind of hidden. Like you had to really just pay attention to how Clay moves.
How long did he orchestrated it in the first damn place?
That's what I'm saying. But now he's the person who's the liability.
Yeah, what we're saying is like you can kind of visibly see that as far as wings go, Clay is the weak link out there. Like he's not as.
So we're gonna have Jordan Poole not out there? That's what we're gonna do?
Talking about out the starting lineup, Playboy.
That's the guy everybody been screaming to put in the starting lineup. What you mean?
I get what you're saying.
He's finishing.
I get what you're saying, but it'd be easier to teach Jordan Poole to tighten up on defense than it is Clay because his body won't do what he wants to.
And not to mention his other teammate Wiggins is showing you how to play defense perfectly in that system at the same time. Clay gonna be gone.
Yeah,
Clay
Wiggins is actually looking like a better defender than he is.
He could hold his own. Gary Payton could hold his own when he's.
But Wiggins is hitting key shots too when they need him to.
He has
like Wiggins have been getting slept on the last 2 years.
Be better when you're turned into a fifth option versus them asking you to be something you're not. That's why I used to slander Wiggins so much.
He low-key
act like he was something that he wasn't. Now that
he low-key the third option
of what you really are and playing to the strength of that. He's getting a lot of damn money. Yeah. But he's playing to the strength of that. Now it's more effective. So that's all that's going on. Right now.
I mean, Kerr fit him perfectly in the system. Like he really did. You got to give Kerr that credit.
I mean, and he's a much better fit than D'Angelo Russell. So,
but the crazy thing is, Clay and Steph have made the same amount of threes this postseason, 42 each.
Clay is that nigga. I don't know what the F y'all.
Clay is. Clay. I'm not saying Clay's still not. He just not.
On his defense, he's not that nigga no more.
Yeah, as
bro.
when
Steph was out too.
Okay, when Clay was in his prime, as far as
I said, also Steph was out. He was hurt.
Oh, I thought you said Steph is out, like he's hurt. I was about to say,
but no, what I'm saying is, Clay when he was like at his peak defensively was an all defense type of a player. Like you can make that argument quite easily.
But just now that back don't make you a liability.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Not saying that, but here's the thing.
Just
like
called the nigga a liability.
We
compared to everybody else on the court. But what I'm saying is like Clay is that Clay compared like back then to now is completely different in a bad reason.
That don't make him a liability, though.
But he's a liability to everybody else on the team as far as defense goes. And it's crazy because Clay still got good defense and he's not the same motherfucker. And he's still a liability in that system.
That's
what we're saying is he's not out there. We're not saying he's out there Isaiah Thomas, 5'3", getting baked. We're not saying that. But bro, he's getting outperformed by Andrew Wiggins on defense.
Past y'all, that has been a narrative that people trying to put out there now, though. Like his defense is just hot trash, and I haven't seen it.
I don't think it's hot trash.
He's still great offensively. Like,
right. I'm not saying it's hot trash. I would never say that Clay. Right, like as of right now, I would never say Clay's defense is hot trash. But what I'm saying is like Clay is like as far as everybody in that system defensively, he's the weakest link. is visibly shown.
How was that when they're finishing the game?
He's the weakest link.
How was that? That's not factual.
Can we all agree that Clay perfectly contested a layup that would have won Memphis the game by?
Yeah, I can agree to that. I can agree to that.
I forgot about that.
I can agree to that.
Sure did.
You know what's crazy?
But that's one play out of how many plays that happens in the NBA? In an NBA game, that's one play. Now, that's a crucial play. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about
that matters more though.
Than that.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Since 2019, the Warriors have won 22 playoff games.
Since 2019.
Since 2019, right?
That's 3 years.
The Timberwolves have won 20 all time.
Damn.
So they've won 20 out of their last 22 playoff series.
Damn.
And have made 6 out of the last 8 Western Conference Finals. Yeah. If they didn't have those 2 struggling years, they probably made the Western Conference Finals all 8 years.
Man, the way that these niggas like
rebuild it,
they didn't even have a true like rebuild though. It was like kind of like a retool.
Like, that's what we call
it. They gave a sacrificial lamb, and then of all times, it was the damn COVID season. So they just sacrificed the COVID season and got right back to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
It's crazy because the reason why you can love the way the Warriors play basketball is because they do stuff that, I mean, would seem like a normal person can do as far as setting screens, running off, just playing good team basketball. Like, you know, it's not a whole bunch of high-flying dunks and things like that, even though that's still cool and fun to watch.
They're not like a shot-chucking team.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Try to make you believe that.
Yeah, it's good shots. Okay, the only person who out there shot chucking is Steph Curry, and that's just.
But he's the only person on the planet that can do that.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's like the way that they play basketball just reminds you of a well-oiled AAU team. Like if you ever played AAU, like they're gonna swing the ball, they're gonna set screens, they're just gonna play basketball the right way.
Fundamental and they do it basketball,
and they do it so quick, like quicker than I've ever seen it before in my entire life. I've never seen the ball move so efficiently, so fast, and they get their shots off, bam, 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 bam. I mean, and everybody try to follow that BS, but they can't perform it. They can't do it like the Warriors do.
That's fundamental though. That's something that
fundamental basketball.
That's that Popovich tree.
Yeah,
so keep that shit moving. That's just that's basketball poetry.
But even with the Spurs, they didn't move the ball that fast. Even the Spurs didn't move the ball. The Spurs used to burn out clock. They used to burn that 24 seconds.
The Spurs were playing the same brand of basketball with less all-around talent.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
And it's slow, and it was slower because Pop's thing was we're gonna use the full 24 to the best of our ability. Kerr's like, you know what? Hey, we're gonna do the exact same thing they're doing, but we're gonna get it off within 10 seconds.
But what I'm saying is this team is like,
but we got arguably the top 2 greatest shooters in NBA history.
Yeah. But like when you saw Popovich completely change his like, they were still doing that in the early 2000s, but like in 2010 through 14, when they got Kawhi and stuff, you could see like, okay, we need to get with the pace of the game. Swing the ball, move it, constantly move it. And that's what the Warriors do. That's what you said. The Warriors do that, but times 10 on crack. Like, that's just basically what it is. You got Steph Curry, who's the best shooter all the time. To me, Clay is the second best shooter all time right there. So then you got Jordan Poole out here smacking threes, and now the whole league is predicated on threes. So damn near everybody.
And then you got Wiggins who just hits a shot when you need it the most. It's insane. Like this team is like, it's unbelievable. Like how great this team is. Like we're watching greatness in front of ourselves in live action. Like we don't have to wait 5 years from now or 2 years from now. Like we don't have to question how great this Warriors team is.
I remember they early days. I did have to wait that long. If you talking about, I was watching the Monte Ellis days, nigga.
Monte Ellis.
Man. They was winning
games. Monte Ellis, man. But think about it. Like ever since 2015, they've been that fucking team. Like ever since 2015, like 2015, you saw inklings of it. And then 2016 happened. But then like after 2016, it was like, Okay, you can't deny, even with the whole KD thing, you can't deny the greatness that is happening right in front of our eyes. You just cannot deny it. And to think this shit almost didn't happen because they was this damn close from getting Kevin Love. If they did not have Jerry West in that room, the entire league would be completely different. And a lot of people forget that. They almost traded Clay and Draymond over to Minnesota to get Kevin Love. And it was Jerry West. They need to erect a statue for Jerry West.
Steph too.
Steph
was almost, a lot of people don't know about this, but he was, if I'm not mistaken, he was almost a part of the Bogut trade. And I don't remember if it was Milwaukee or Golden State. But somebody either didn't want Steph to leave, or I think Milwaukee.
Milwaukee wanted Monte more.
I think they were the ones that were like, nah, we want that nigga. Like, we want Monte. And nobody, we got to put ourselves back in that time. Steph was not the guy on the team at the time. It was Monte. Steph was always hurt at that time. So, and Golden State fans were upset. Like, they weren't even happy about that. But, little did they know Klay Thompson was brewing at the time and was about to step right into that.
Right into it, yep.
Steph was going to break out. So it worked out. But Steph was almost damn near gone. I think he was the original piece for that trade.
You gotta, and then Harrison Barnes was a contributor early on in this run.
Literally his rookie year. Him and
Draymond. Now Draymond just held it all together.
And we're not gonna have a nut swinging fest with Golden State, but
let's end this
for taking what Mark Jackson built and
and then taking it to a whole nother level.
And we'll leave it at that.
It's what the Clippers try to do with Del Negro to Doc Rivers. Fuck Doc Rivers too. Overrated ass head coach.
We're literally about to talk about that. So So Miami and Philly, man. Let's talk about the Spit.
Fuck Doc Rivers. Fuck him. He the only coach in NBA history to blow multiple 3-1 leads. He almost blew a 3-0 lead. He ain't that motherfucker neither. I don't give a shit about that 2008 championship. All the Celtics players say it was Tom Thibodeau that ran that fucking team and made the defense adjustments they needed on Kobe and Paul Gasol. Fuck Doc Rivers, that overrated ass head coach. Fuck him.
Hey, let's roll the carpet out for Isaiah. Let's give him, his time to shine. We're gonna talk about the MVP. Go ahead.
F that nigga and Loki.
I'm with you.
We got to talk about this series. That's both
played like shit yet again in another elimination game.
We need to start talking about these writers, man. Like who are they let anybody?
I agree.
No.
Ernie Johnson wanted
ass in the group chat, my boy. Your boy fucking played like shit. Okay,
he been hurt the whole playoff.
My MVP.
Hurt the whole playoff.
My MVP, Nikola.
No MVP was out 2 weeks ago. MVP was out 2 weeks ago.
And who did he play against? Who did he play against?
Hey.
No. We was all just riding their nuts just 2 seconds ago, giving them all the praise and shit.
That ain't the only playoff loss he got. That ain't the only playoff loss he got.
No, you ain't gonna.
That ain't the only playoff loss he got.
No.
Overrated they've been over the years. Denver's supposed to be contenders with Jamal Murray and all these guys, and they've been losing without them, and now they ain't got him. Now that's what y'all trying to hang y'all hat on. Oh, he didn't have Murray. He didn't have MPJ. Like that was finna make some big damn difference about that.
Hey, but ain't that why Mobley didn't get Rookie of the Year? Because Scottie Barnes and the Toronto Raptors made it further? I'm just saying.
Yep, that's facts.
They talking about regular season split, and then man, that I ain't gonna lie, that's what really ticks me off to another level. Like this man was a 6 seed, and y'all like these writers are so advanced analytics and all this bullshit and making up stats to make a nigga more great than what he is and all of that. Like just look, like Steven Jackson said, just watch basketball, man. Just look at these niggas, bro. Like Embiid was like nothing short of incredible this season, and the fact that they robbed this man, to me, I can say 2 years in a row. And the only reason I let it slide last year is because I didn't think they was going to do him like that again. But, like, now it pisses me off even more. Like, you should not be there under no circumstances should you be a 6 seed and get MVP. I just don't, like, that's bullshit to me.
Hey, JC.
Didn't Russ win it as the AC?
I just said on the show 2 weeks ago, I didn't think he shouldn't have got it either, and he was and he was higher than Jokic. I think he was.
You said this first 2,000 point, 1,000 rebound, 500 season.
Niggas care about totals now. Niggas care about totals now.
No. Shut up. No. First to average 25, 13, and 6 in the season. He averaged 27, 14, and 8. First play. No. Shut up. No. This is my time. It's my turn. Shannon. It's my turn. First player in top 10 points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, and field goal percentage in the last 50 seasons. Highest player efficiency rating ever. You telling me Joel Embiid, who shot fucking 7 for 24 in an elimination game, is your MVP? He's your guy.
Right now?
That's your man's.
That man had a mask on.
My guy went out with 30. With 30. You hear me? And this ain't a one-time thing. This has been happening since 2018 when he shot 8 for 22 in game 2, or when he shot 6 for 15 in game 4 against Boston. And no, stop. It's my turn. You talking all your shit just a second ago. It is my turn. This is my rant now. When he shot 2 for 7 against Toronto twice. Game 7, when he shot 6 for 18, and in the game 6, he shot 5 for 14. Or last year? When he went 4 for 20? That's your MVP? That's your man's? That's your guy? Put fear in my heart? Get out of here.
So Jokic is just the perfect NBA player.
I don't want to hear, it's Ben Simmons' fault no more. He's a part of it too. He just is trash.
How? He been hurt the whole
time. Fuck that. He's always hurt. What's the best ability? Availability. And my boy Jokic is always available, always ready to rock. Always. And hold on. And I never thought I'd see the day that I'm defending James Harden. But Ben Simmons, you son of a bitch. You got some nerve to be out here liking tweets, talking about how somebody choked and you didn't even fucking play.
He did what?
He was liking tweets that was saying, the Nets obviously won the trade. Motherfucker, you wasn't playing. Okay?
He was hurt. He was hurt.
My brain hurt my back. Ouch.
You jumping in on slander? This is the guy crying about mental health though, because you literally sat out a whole season because you got your butt handed to you for a whole summer.
I don't know. Is it just me or did I miss the fact that he just had a procedure done on his back for a pinched nerve?
Did you see him? No. I got this. Because at this point, I need to see a video of him under the knife.
Amen. Because I feel like
I'm tired of this man. He just got some nerve to be out here liking tweets, talking about people choking.
Hold on.
Okay, so
how the hell you want to die on, bro?
No. We gonna do this. Okay, so we gonna go on Ben Simmons because
he's a clown.
He missed the season. No, you complained about him missing the first half of the season because he didn't want to play for the team. So he gets traded and he has a pinched nerve in his back. And now you complaining about the fact
that's not what he said.
Then what is he saying?
Not what he said. That was not what he said at the time.
That back injury came out of nowhere.
Up and conditioning and getting ready to get back on the court. I don't want to hear that shit. They said that in a regular season, and then they were talking about his return at some time in the playoffs. That don't sound like somebody who's finna get back surgery.
Hey, I got a question.
Have you ever had a pinched nerve? No. Have you ever had a pinched nerve?
I have.
Yes, you've had a pinched nerve. Okay, so you know what it feels like to have a pinched nerve or to play 38 minutes on the court.
So why'd you say you was coming back?
He never said he was coming back. We had this discussion in the last video.
That he was hold up. Brooklyn didn't report that he was conditioning and getting ready to come back at some point during the regular season.
Conditioning and planning on coming back is different than being physically.
All reports all of a sudden. But the one about him getting a procedure, that's the one you're going off of. Everything else,
conditioning and getting ready to try and make a comeback is different than actually being physically ready. Have you ever had a pinched nerve?
Did he say anything about this?
Actually, I know somebody that does have a pinched nerve right now. My wife has a pinched nerve. If you would like, she can get on here and explain to you what it's like to deal with a pinched nerve on a daily basis. Actually, she cannot get surgery on her back.
I can't even lie, that shit is a bitch. I'm not even gonna cap to you.
So to sit there and play a physical game of basketball with a pinched nerve, you telling me that he's soft? You telling me that it's a bunch of BS? Or he's trying to get physically ready to play? He's trying to get physically ready to play.
We're not about to rewrite history. That's what we're not about to do.
Hey, hold on. I got a question though. Where did this back injury come from? Like that motherfucker came out of nowhere. It went from
honestly no back injury.
Yeah, it honestly went from he gonna probably play 15 minutes in the game 4. No, seriously, it went from he gonna play 15 minutes in game 4 to literally in less than 24 hours he got a pinched nerve in his back and his brain.
After he got slandered again, because everybody was done with shenanigans and going in on him, and then all of a sudden, now
he got a pinched nerve. That's where we like.
He was reported to have the pinched nerve earlier in the season. After the trade, when they asked why isn't he out on the court when he got traded to Brooklyn.
So why would they approve that physical then? Why would they approve that physical? That physical should have been turned down. And it should have been turned away. It should have been turned away. No, the trade should have been null and voided.
Tyrell, you really think they're gonna hold on to James Harden for the rest of the season?
If the physical is not passed, he should not.
He quit on Brooklyn. Quit. Do you remember the last couple games?
But Simmons didn't quit.
Simmons didn't play for Brooklyn.
Did he not quit on his team?
He quit on Philadelphia, yeah.
Okay, so don't talk about
what does that have to do with Brooklyn? What does that have to do with Brooklyn?
Because Brooklyn.
Okay, so did
Simmons been hurt and having a back injury for the past year, and now it's finally getting addressed. Like we were unwarrantedly slandering him.
Stop going back to last year. We talking about stop going back to last year. We talking about this year. James Harden didn't quit on Philadelphia, did he? When he got traded. So why are we worried about whether Ben Simmons is gonna quit on?
Wait.
Forget that Philly has that he tried to file a grievance suit against Philly about not playing basketball.
What does that have to do with a pinch? What does that have to do with a pinched nerve?
Okay,
that's the reason why he was not on the court.
Isn't it reported that the coaching staff and upper management of the Brooklyn Nets felt like he quit on the team when they fully expected him to play at least 15 minutes in game 4, and they were pissed off that he didn't and they felt like he quit?
So Tyrell, again, let me ask you, have you ever had a pinched nerve?
I personally have been blessed not to have any major injuries.
Exactly. Okay, so I would like to see you go on the court and play with a pinched nerve for 30 to 40 minutes.
Did he have a pinched nerve for 82 games this year?
No, it was the second half. It was after the trade.
That's what we're talking about.
We're talking about his stint with Brooklyn.
That was like some type of moment of like, oh, y'all was slandering him, and he had a pinched nerve. That's not what we were slandering.
I said nothing about the full season. I said his stint with Brooklyn. We're talking about his stint with Brooklyn.
There was nothing about no back when he got there.
Yes, there was.
Once the grievance suit stuff came out, once they were ready to play hardball with him and saying you're not getting a dime, that's when all of that came out. Once Stephen A. and Perkins and Jalen Rose, well, not Jalen Rose, he left him alone. But once all these media guys started going in on him and everybody was tired of his spit and caught on to his shenanigans, all of a sudden, oh no, I'm having back injuries. He literally said my mental health and the stress from me getting slandered last year is what's in turn affecting my back.
Actually, I can tell you
that's what affected his back.
Actually, I can tell you why Jalen Rose left him alone, because Jalen Rose knew what he was dealing with. That's why Jalen Rose left him alone. Actually, if you go and check out the video of his latest episode on Jay and Will or whatever show that is, he actually came out and said people need to start apologizing about that because he was dealing with that shit. He was dealing with that shit.
I'm not apologizing for the shit.
Hey, you ain't got to apologize, but at the same time, he had a pinched nerve, so he's not going to go on the court and play with a pinched nerve.
Season, though. People didn't.
We're not talking about all season. We're talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the fact that the reports came out and said that he was trying to ramp up and get out on the court.
Lying? Are you saying all the reports were lying? Everybody was lying. Everybody was lying on Ben Simmons.
I did not say that. What I'm saying is, like I said, it is a difference between trying to ramp up and actually get physically ready to play in a game with a pinched nerve and actually being able to do it. You can try and go out there and practice, but the next day, if your back is feeling like shit, you're not going to go out there and play an actual game. Yeah, he was probably out there on the court practicing, trying to get ready to play in an actual game, but he wasn't physically able to do it because of the pinched nerve.
And this, but hold on. So
it's just,
but this is the same guy that Isaiah just mentioned. I didn't even know about that. He had the audacity to like a tweet that's slandering Philly, right? And it's the same guy that was crying for a whole summer and most of the season about people slandering him to the point that it affected his mental health. Mm-hmm. That's the type of split we're talking about. That's the type of clownery we're talking about. We're not talking about the surgery or the pinched nerve. We didn't even go there. He brought up the tweet of what Ben Simmons is doing and the clownery he's on and the audacity. The audacity of you, of all people. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said that's not the hill you want to die on. That dude is a clown, straight up. And I don't talk personally about a lot of basketball players. I usually just say I just don't like the nigga game or whatever, and slander their game. But that dude is a real life clown and a real life girl, and he lost respect of the actual players. They usually defend each other and rally around each other. They don't even respect that man no more for how he handled this with the back surgery, even though nobody's talking about that. But even with that, that doesn't change his actions throughout the course of the season. Go ahead.
The tweet that he liked was by Skip Bayless, and the tweet reads, James Harden typically no-showed in the second half of this closeout game. Now he's mostly just another Jim Harden. Ben Simmons eventually will make this trade look so foolish for Philly.
So why wouldn't he like that? If he felt like he was actually going to make the trade look like the Nets won, why wouldn't he like that?
It's the fact, bro. Come on now. That Skip Bayless is throwing shade right at James Harden, throwing shade at Philly.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but Ben, bro, you have done nothing to show me that this trade is going to look so foolish for Philly. At least they got somebody.
Harden was on the damn court.
Who, at least he is out there on the fucking floor, bro.
He on the floor, and they made it. They didn't even make it close to where they made it with Ben Simmons.
It's still more respectable
because he was on the court. Overweight James Harden that's about to get paid. That's about to get paid a supermax. Overweight James Harden that's about to get paid a supermax, and that's more of a distributor now. That only took 2 shot attempts in the second half.
I don't even know if he's gonna get a supermax. That's another conversation.
I mean, that's what they're gonna have to do if they want to keep him.
And what does Ben Simmons do?
Hey, Ben Simmons is gonna have to recover. He's gonna have to get healthy and get back on the court next year and prove everybody wrong. That's what he's gonna have to do.
He can't prove nobody wrong with character. Now he has to prove everybody wrong for the slander about his game, but the character, that's done and over with.
Don't nobody give a shit about his character. Look at Kyrie. I don't even understand how you can go out and defend somebody like Kyrie character-wise.
What Kyrie did?
Yeah, go ahead. Kyrie is a clown. Kyrie is a clown. You got the nerve to defend Kyrie, but you want to jump on Ben Simmons' character.
Hold on. I would love to hear just one comparison.
What hasn't Kyrie done?
To the clownery.
Hey, Tyrell. Hey, Kyrie gonna coach the Nets next year.
Oh, they're fucked. They're fucked if he coaches the Nets.
He gonna coach the Nets. They don't need a head coach.
Well, what is
actually, hey, check this out. So this came.
This right here.
Check this out.
Have to do with Hart?
No, we're talking about.
What does that have to do with this right here?
Were we talking about Hart? We were talking about character.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Were we talking about character? Did anybody say Hart?
Not a part of that.
Were we talking about Hart or character?
Is that not a part of that?
They ain't got shit to do with what we talking about.
That's a part of your character, sir.
Oh, so you saying that Kyrie got heart? You saying Kyrie got heart?
What?
Hey Tyrell, hey Tyrell,
that's in the NBA. What are you?
Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? But did Kyrie not take a couple games off last year? Not this year, but last year because he didn't feel like playing. Is that a player with heart? Thank you. I rest my case.
Hey, JC, he got you on that one. Yeah. You walked right into that trap door. I mean, Eugene opened that motherfucker like, come on in, come on. You walked right in. You walked
and then
right
that nigga started eating on your ass.
Here's the thing of why I think these two guys are not even close still, even with the character thing. Because when Kyrie is on the court, the aggressiveness he shows, how clutch he is in the moments, how he doesn't care about the slander when he gets between those four lines. He don't care about that split. Clearly, Simmons just took a whole season off because he does care about that type of split.
So he don't care about shit but himself.
No. At least Kyrie is honest, bro. He said, I don't like playing or for whatever other reason that he does not want to play. This nigga Ben.
He may not like it, but hey, he was very transparent.
He was transparent. My thing about Ben Simmons, this motherfucker has the nerve, bro. And I'm if it's not true, I will take back every word I just said about Ben Simmons.
Me too.
But you have the nerve to say that the 76ers did not take your mental health seriously. You trying to it felt like he was trying to use a cop-out card, and that's not cool, bro. Because like you said, there are people with actual mental health issues. And like I said, if he had a mental health issue and the 76ers did not take it serious, I will take back every word I said on here and apologize thoroughly.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's going to happen because it's very well documented that the 76ers did their part. The 76ers did their part. And I like I said, I've always felt like this whole, that's why I'm not taking Ben Simmons seriously, because I feel like this whole mental thing is just a cop-out.
We never heard mental health. That never came out of Ben Simmons' mouth, not one time, until they stopped paying. You did not hear that spit the whole summer.
He sat on his ass. He started
getting docked for checks and they weren't paying him. That's when you heard mental health. Get that spit out of here.
And then and then the NBA PA made sure that he got paid. He wouldn't have got paid under David Stern. David Stern was commissioner. He wouldn't have got paid for that shit regardless. Adam Silver was like,
I didn't know he did. I thought they
No. At first they was bouncing it, and then he went into the union. The union sorted that shit out with Adam Silver, and Adam Silver was like, all right, he can get paid while he going through this whole mental health thing. You think David Stern would have let that shit happen? David Stern would have been like, you better get your Australian asshole out on that court, boy.
Oh yeah. What's the grievance suit about that?
The grievance is the fact that he feels like the 76ers did little to nothing to help him with his mental health.
I'm done with this.
That's the grievance. Like they've done nothing.
I'm done with this.
My thing is, bro, he's from Australia. Like, if you think of
shrimp on the Barbie, man.
No, it's not even that. Bro. You think of tough motherfuckers when you think of Australia, bro.
Fighting kangaroos and snapping koala bears' necks.
It's like the crocodile hunter, bro, who was outside with the animals, who was out there in the field. Yeah. And then you got bitch ass Ben Simmons pulling this shit. And like, come on, bro.
The irony that Kyrie and Ben both from Australia, though. I just realized this nigga brought that from Paris.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, at least they got Patty Mills to help them out. At least they got Patty Mills to save them.
Hey, I give Kyrie credit. These words came out of his mouth. My immaturity, isolation cost Cavaliers more championships. You're absolutely right.
I'm gonna tell you what cost the Cavaliers more championships. Him calling Kobe the night we won the championship. That shit crazy.
Black Mamba.
Hey y'all, what does
how you don't celebrate with your team though?
What does Philly do this summer?
Not give James Harden the Superman.
I agree.
Yeah, I wish that nigga would come to my office after that performance.
Right.
He got outplayed by Strus on the other side. Nigga was a D2 undrafted player. I'm paying you $38 million.
Are you saying they traded Ben for the wrong superstar?
Yes. But I could have told people that was gonna happen regardless. I mean, James Harden is a choker.
thought Embiid would be able to hide it because, I mean, I don't know. He on the block, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I thought use him to carry you at those moments. Let Harden, you know, he can spit. I mean, if it wasn't for Maxey, they probably wouldn't even got as far as.
Is it bad for me to say blow it up?
No.
I blow it up. The whole trusted process thing, they did all that tanking shit for the trusted process, and look where the process got him. Second round, every single time.
That's because of his boy, that girl over there.
Listen, their first mistake was holding on to Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler.
No cap. That for sure.
Because I think
I didn't even know that they did that. I
they
thought
needed a player like Jimmy.
I didn't know they chose Harris over him.
And then they gave
Jimmy would have gotten their ass.
Yeah, they gave him a hundo, didn't they?
Yep. They didn't even reach out to Jimmy. He didn't even reach out to Jimmy.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. It probably was Ben Simmons. Jimmy's too tough on me.
Yeah. For real. Like I said, Jimmy would have gotten that boy ass and told him to work on that broke ass jump shot. That's what he would have told his ass.
Jimmy's too tough. He has to go. And, you know, and B was like, yeah. We can't let Ben Simmons get hurt. Come on. And then Ben was like, yeah, like I said, get rid of him. Get rid of him, mates. You know.
Hey, Ty, you know he was working out with LeBron. LeBron was trying to show him the way of the force.
Boy, you're not getting me. You're not getting me. You're not episode 14. I'm gonna let it all out. But you're not getting me, boy. You ain't getting me, son.
Hey, what jersey you wearing?
I'm wearing a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. That's what I'm wearing.
Can we see?
Nah, you can't see. It's just Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, I definitely don't think blow it up when I think we need to see what this kid Maxey is talking about.
I like Maxey.
Yeah, I need to see if that was for real. That's what I need to see if this season was for real. Now that the attention's on you and it's not this thing hovering over you of am I the starter, am I not the starter? Now you're supposed to be the guy now. Now you're in the scouting report. Now let's see what you do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about this? What about trading Tobias Harris? And
who's gonna take him?
Who's gonna eat that contract?
The Lakers will take him.
He ain't let me finish. Let me finish. All right. Let me finish. Tobias Harris will look real good next to LeBron James, but
definitely would easily for Russell Westbrook. It's a much better fit.
Oh yeah,
it's a way better fit. Man, he actually plays defense.
He could keep his little 15, 16 points where he at for $100 million.
Hey,
he averages 18. He averages like 18, 19 points.
But what about going after Zach LaVine?
That shit ain't.
I heard that's far-fetched. That's why I ain't entertaining.
Most of these trades ain't nobody taking Westbrook, bro. We're gonna be in the same situation as we was with Luol Deng. That's the same.
I'm gonna tell you this: there's only one trade that Lakers.
Wasn't he the? Wasn't
this nigga's disrespectful up here.
Wasn't he the second best player on the team though?
Did you just
second half
Westbrook trade to Luol Deng?
No. I said we're gonna be in the same situation as far as the contract.
Bad contract for a player that they
spread it out.
No. Years. I'm not doing. We're not. Don't save him, Tyrell. Don't save him.
I just said contract wise.
Luol Deng was literally unplayable by the end of that season. We're not doing that.
Did I say? Hold on. Did the words out of my mouth say? Hold on. No, JC. Did the words out of my mouth say that Westbrook was as bad as a player Luol Deng was that year?
I don't think that contract is comparable of having two bad contracts because you're talking about a nigga that was unplayable versus somebody who's just a bad fit who we have to tweak some things to try to make work at best. But
it's not, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. We saw it, bro. That shit ain't working, bro. It's not happening. I ain't going for it, bro. It wasn't Frank Vogel. It wasn't AD, bro. That shit don't work, bro. I told y'all at the beginning of the year it wasn't gonna work. Y'all niggas had hope, and look where we at.
Don't put me in that have hope category.
It's not gonna work, bro. No, bro. What I'm saying is Russell Westbrook makes like $40 million next year. I'll be damned if I'm an 44. NBA fucking executive and I look and say, I'll trade for that. Hell no.
There's only one team that can make that trade.
Cut him. I would make them niggas cut him and then I can sign him for much less. Hell
Isaiah, there's only one team that can make that trade. There's only one team that can make that trade with the Lakers for Russ. And Houston. It works out evenly. Yep. for John Wall. It'd be the exact same trade as Houston and Washington all over again.
No.
You get John Wall and his inability to be on the court.
John Wall is a worse version of Westbrook. No.
Oh man.
Welcome John Wall, because John Wall is getting 42. Russ is getting 44.
Right. So we're gonna take worse. We're gonna take a worse version than this nigga that we got now. We might
and the general manager of the Los Angeles Lakers, Mike Vile, and go to the team president of the Los Angeles Lakers and go, hey, I want him on the team to play with me.
Wait, who?
Yeah,
the general man. I'm talking about Rob Pelinka.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Let's get into the conference finals, man. Let's get our predictions in. Isaiah, you go first. Celtics Heat. Who you got and how many? Can't hear you.
I said, damn, you put me on the spot first.
What you mean, nigga? You had a whole...
I'm going to say Boston in 6. They'll finally get back to the finals.
Boston in 6?
Wow.
Finally get back to the finals.
Bold take there, Cotton.
My brother said the same thing to me.
The Celtics have played the best defense for majority of these playoffs here.
That was Miami.
Yeah. I'm not saying Miami didn't, but I just think Tatum gets over that hump finally. He's been to the conference finals 2 times already here now. So
that was once. Or was
I thought it was twice already.
No, wait, no, it was once.
No, this is Tatum's. Okay. Yeah, this is Tatum's second Eastern Conference.
Okay, my bad. So this will be his second time. I just think he got that dog in him. Something CP3 don't got.
Yeah.
All right, Gene.
It's a tough one, man. This is gonna be a really, really good series. I'm gonna go with the Heat in 7.
Damn, I love this because this is the first time in a long time the playoffs been unpredictable.
Right.
I gotta go with the Heat in 7. I gotta give home court. If it goes to 7, I'm giving home court advantage on this one.
I say Miami. I picked Miami at the top of the playoffs to make the finals, so obviously I gotta stick with that.
Y'all tune in.
Miami is 6.
Nobody rocking with me. Shit. Fuck y'all tune in. Celtics in 6, nigga.
He gonna get on here on the preview show talking about some motherfuckers.
Hey, hold on, Isaiah. Wasn't you rocking with D last week talking about we're obliged to not pick the Celtics in a playoff series?
That's why I was shocked.
Yeah, I watched that too. Yeah.
I'm protesting because Westbrook's still on the team.
But yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be the one right there. I think. I mean, I think both of these series are gonna be good, but
both of them are unpredictable as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Dallas and Golden State. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Dallas made the Western Conference Finals, bro. Wow, that's crazy.
It's that defense, man.
I'll be the a-hole on here. I'm gonna say, and I think all the games will be good, but I'm gonna say Golden State in 5. I think the Cinderella story is over. Isaiah.
The young Don, my boy Luka, aka Ludini. Shout out to my boy Tone Davis for the name. He gonna get it done in 7. I believe in my boy. Yes, sir. Mavs in 7. I got my boy.
You might need to walk over there to Caesar's Palace with these. Might make you some bread.
Right.
Mavs in 7.
Slide me 25. Could use a tank of gas, or half a tank.
Shout out to Luka too, man. I think he like averages like 40 in elimination games, highest in NBA history. But in his games, I believe.
Hey, shout out to these gas prices making me pay $65 at the pump today. Shout out to them gas prices.
That's it, nigga.
Nigga, yesterday.
I'm in
Yesterday,
LA.
I paid $95.
And I just left.
You complaining to the wrong people, man.
I don't give a damn. Y'all chose to live out there. I chose to stay out here.
What you mean? I'm born and raised.
He was born out there.
You can still move. You can still move to beautiful Cleveland,
I'm
Ohio.
the dumbass who moved out here with these high ass gas prices. Oh, the West Coast could be fun. It's all dreams in Hollywood. And look at me.
I'm the intelligent one that moved away.
Smart man.
He got him out of here.
Bro, I don't know about y'all, bro, but I am hot out this bitch in Vegas. Fucking hot. Nigga, bro, these next 5 until Friday, bro, from Sunday to Friday, the average temperature. Guess what that bitch is? The average high is 101. I'm fucking tired. I'm pissed off for no reason.
The AC about to be on
I can't
24
help
hours.
Part, sir. I'm chilling out here.
I remember last time I came out there to visit, it was 12 o'clock midnight. It was 120 degrees, man.
God damn.
That was some bullshit.
What, in Vegas?
In Vegas, yeah.
Outside,
I believe
right
it.
now, it's 95 degrees. The sun
Vegas
is
is,
down.
Look, Vegas is nothing but a desert. Vegas is a desert.
And I heard they got the audacity to be higher on they AC prices and split their gas.
Yeah.
They gas like they got the audacity on top of that. Knowing niggas.
I missed the Bay, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Out there, I ain't finna be uncomfortable. That spit is running like
it's gonna be a nice, comfortable 74 degrees in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio tomorrow.
Hey, anyways, hey Gene, Gene, we need your pick, man. Dallas, and Golden State.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Golden State. I think they're gonna make it back to the finals.
Okay, so you're over the Cinderella story too, even though you're the only one that picked them for last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Golden State in 6.
All right, Ty.
Golden State 7.
All right,
and
Rams the lone one.
I'm gonna make one prediction. There's gonna be one game where both teams will score under 100 points. I think we're gonna have one game where it's gonna be nothing but defense. That's a bold prediction considering the fact that these two teams score.
Definitely is. But Golden State defense been cracking up, so I could definitely see the Mavs they're gonna have a couple laid eggs for sure.
It's gonna be some dog fights.
All right. But I think we are gonna get still like some classic performances though.
Mm-hmm.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
Yeah, I got Miami, Golden State. Those was my picks.
Yeah.
Sticking to it, and it's looking kind of favorable. But you know, in these playoffs, you never know.
Yeah.
Also got one more person I want to slander because y'all cut me off earlier. Who gave this bum Patrick Beverly voice
Bro,
that he got right now to where
this
he can't
nigga
talk about these niggas the way he do? Like who gave like, I'm 1,000% with Dame Lillard. Like they got him talking like he the voice of the culture or some shit. Like nigga, first of all, you do the most talking and get cooked the most. On top of that, you get cooked and lose, nigga. That's what you do.
Get him.
That's what you do.
Get
so
him.
How is you on there talking? And I understand the CP slander. I was in it as well too. But Chris Paul is also a bona fide, guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, and there's nobody here that's gonna question that. There's nobody that's questioning that. Beverly,
I'm questioning it.
A first ballot Hall of Famer, nigga, you need to go with Beverly, nigga. You need to be in the same boat there.
Yep. Fuck Chris Paul. Fuck Chris Paul.
I don't care about none of that. First ballot Hall of Famer. Easy. And he's definitely, and at minimum, you can admit that Beverly's not in the same class as this nigga.
Oh no, I can agree with that.
Like you like I said, you do all that talking. Like didn't Chris Paul just cook you the last time he played the nigga?
Get him.
He just cooked the nigga for like a 30 piece at 30-something years, 36 years old.
Get him.
Like how is this nigga? Who else did this nigga try to go in? Oh, and he tried to go in on Booker. On top of that, that's another one. Then this nigga's the same nigga who was talking to spit. Now he want to slurp off Steph. But you the same nigga who tried to tell Steph when he was on the Clippers, oh, it's our time now. And Steph had to tell you, nigga, ain't you 30?
Yeah.
You're the same guy that was talking that spit in the first round against Golden State and talking about KD and all that. And nigga embarrassed you. Like, he was pouring over you like you wasn't even on the court.
Come on.
What is we
keep
talking
going
about right now?
Keep going.
Come on.
Come on, JC. Come on. Keep going.
I think I've said enough, man.
No, you ain't say enough. You ain't saying enough.
Because no, hold on.
Y'all had cut me off earlier. I just had to make sure I got that off of my chest before we concluded this.
No, because I forgot about that. Bro.
Like there's not, like I said earlier, there's not many players, if any, that it's like I genuinely like the 50 Cent clip. He was like, I really don't like this nigga. Really don't like this nigga, Beverly. Like, first of all, I already didn't like him for what he did to Westbrook when he hurt this nigga, and then tried to act like he didn't know what he did, and never didn't show any type of remorse for it, didn't apologize for it, nothing. Saying like I was just playing ball. Like he literally hurt this nigga and like changed the whole. You could argue the course of NBA history because OKC probably could have won a ring that year, but that's another story. But like I already didn't like the nigga, but now he's just a straight clown. Like you're tweeting, John Morant didn't get 37 on us. Like he didn't just get a game winner on you in the first place to put y'all out the damn playoffs. Yep. And this nigga's what 10 years your youth.
Welcome. Patrick Beverly got famous.
My bad. I said
because Patrick Beverly got famous off of that fake jail ball bullshit that he played. That's the only reason why he got famous. Because he act like he played jail ball and he really don't. Like his defense ain't all that. He just act like a goddamn fool. And everybody think his defense raw. It's like, no, he's like one of the biggest liabilities on defense. Like he just hard-fought somebody.
And then he tried to jump. That reminds me of when he tried to jump on Westbrook, when he tried to jump in a bandwagon when everybody was on Westbrook. Nigga, you're not in Westbrook's league either. What are you talking about right now? Westbrook was cooking you for 30, 40 points every time he played you at that time. You wasn't doing nothing with that man. That's when he made the quote of like, man, he fooled y'all. He just be out there running around with the energy and make y'all.
He's a glorified role player that gets starting minutes. That's the best way to sum up.
He barely gets that half the time.
Hold on, this nigga got the nerve to be talking about he's played 17 years and he's had the freedom to play and got the keys to the house very early. Like, yeah, you put up stats. Nigga.
You didn't even do that.
Nigga.
You didn't even do that, nigga.
Ain't nobody
even. Because Patrick Beverly ain't no bus driver.
No, stop. I ain't even handing this nigga the keys to the shed, let alone to the house. And this nigga got the nerve to be talking about Chris Paul. And then he talked about they was mentioning like Grayson Allen and other role players on the show. And he was like, why are you bringing up these guys nobody talks about in the locker room? Nigga, what niggas is talking about you, bro? What niggas is like what niggas? Who are these niggas that are talking about you in the locker room, bro? Like for real, nobody is sitting up there game planning for Patrick Beverly, bro.
For real.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You gonna sit here and have me believe niggas sit up there and be like, oh yeah, Pat Bev, we playing him tonight. Get the fuck out of here.
We got to make sure we locked out Patrick Beverly.
He had the nerve to sit up here talking about we wanted Phoenix first round. Ain't nobody fearing Phoenix. Nigga, nobody was scared of Minnesota. What? Like, the fuck are you talking about?
Too, nigga. It was, hey, look, I'm going to put it like this. It was 82 games this season, right? 82 games. I guarantee you not one of them games did a team have your name on any scouting report.
Like not on one, bro. Are you like, bro? I don't need. Oh my gosh, bro! Like this nigga is so ass, bro.
Thank you for speaking up, my brother. Thank you,
motherfucker. Talk, but he talk like he goddamn. God, he talked like he's Steph Curry. He had the nerve to talk about the Suns and saying they run their mouth too much. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Are you serious right now? This nigga can't be serious, bro. Pat Bev, you fucking a role player, nigga. Like, for it, bro. Like, to be honest, bro, if we sitting up here talking about who would I take, fucking, like, you... Bro, oh my God. I would take the role players from the Cavs from the 06, 07 era over your sorry ass nigga.
Are you serious? Not Drew Gooden and Danielle Marshall and no, what?
Hey,
Damian Jones.
All of that.
I'm definitely taking Mo Williams
Beverly over this nigga. On top of all of that,
that's true.
I take Delonte West over this nigga.
Beverly has never been as good as he thinks he is from the time he got in the league. Niggas, that's why Beverly is so old and niggas don't even realize it. He really was drafted or supposed to come in the league like 2010, 2011 type split. He had a couple years, 2-3 years of him doing some bouncing around before he was able to stick to something when he got to Houston.
Fuck that. This nigga was celebrating a playing game win like he won
it was a championship.
The NBA Finals. Popping champagne and shit. Are you kidding me?
Hold on.
You beat your old team
in Houston.
Fucking clown.
Something that people don't talk about. In Houston, this nigga got the reason he got traded. I know it was, if I'm not mistaken, that was the Chris Paul thing. If I'm not mistaken,
yeah.
But the reason Beverly was traded was because they didn't want to pay him enough, or he felt like they weren't utilizing him as in that point guard role enough. Like he wasn't. Like, basically, they were like, nigga, you're not as good as you think you are. And he was like, well, I am. If I can be a starting point guard on another team, I could be this guy. Okay, boom. Trade him to the Clippers, right? So now he's on the Clippers. Why did he leave the Clippers? Same exact reason years later. He thought he was bigger than what he was. He said he didn't like the offer he heard. So, boom, now he's out to Minnesota. So, these is multiple teams throughout the years, and people don't talk about it because you're a bum, and niggas don't care about your team. But I pay attention to all that shit, nigga. I'm a psycho. I don't care. I follow everybody's situation in the NBA, including yours, you bum. And every team that you've been on, you thought you were better than what you were or deserved more than what you did. And then you go to Minnesota and average 9 points, and as Isaiah just pointed out, popping champagne bottles for a play-in.
Popping champagne.
Championship game.
Hey, can we talk about the fact that?
My bad.
Hey, can we talk about the fact that Isaiah chose Delonte West over Patrick Beverly, which is fine, but just make sure you hide your mama. If you're gonna have Delonte West on your team now, make sure we hiding our mothers, maybe your sisters, hide them, lock them up. You know what I'm saying? Keep away from Delonte West.
I'm off that, I just got to get that off my chest. We can move on.
This nigga's ass.
Only thing it's all basketball right now.
Trash.
But it ain't much to really get into, except that y'all see that damn $400 million deal this nigga Brady signed to talk.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
That is wow.
And if he fucking sucks at play-by-play, they're stuck with him. I mean, not play-by-play, excuse me, color. No, he's doing color. He's doing color, excuse me. Correction. He's doing color, but he's going to be like the number one color commentator.
So people are just gonna want to hear him. They just want to. I think people just want to see Brady still.
Yeah, that's true.
Even after he's done. So
hey, I wish D was on here right now, man.
I mean, it's because
I wish D was on here right now.
It's because Fox.
He just texted me too, by the way, talking about he was knocked out.
It's because Fox saw that what CBS did with Romo. Like,
but way more money.
No, I'm saying, but they
like, Romo actually had to go earn that though. It wasn't because niggas loved Romo so much. Romo,
he had to earn that shit.
I'm not talking about the love. What I'm talking about is how everybody's like, damn, when we see Romo do color commentating, he literally be predicting plays before they happen.
Yeah.
Like the exact thing that's supposed to happen. that shit happens, and it's insane. If you can get the greatest quarterback of all time to sit there and watch them from way up there, and you can easily dissect probably what's finna happen.
But here's the thing, like,
on their network.
Yeah, but Romo got the person. You can see with color, you got to have a little bit of that personality too. Like Jonathan Vilma is another one of those guys that can predict a play before it happens. But my God, his personality as vanilla, as imitating vanilla. Okay, like that shit is just dry, like. But Romo got that personality with him. I'm curious to see what Brady is gonna do. I'm excited for it. And he is kind of getting that Romo treatment because if you guys remember, Romo earned that contract, but Romo also started off as the number one color commentator for CBS. So he got up in there immediately. Brady's gonna get up there immediately, and I'm very curious what's gonna happen. And Fox, don't ever in your life hire that bitch bum ass of a fucking head coach in Urban Meyer. Don't you fucking do it, you fucking moronic dumbasses. Fuck Urban Meyer too. He's another one of those people I'm gonna say fuck every time I come on this bitch. Fuck Urban Meyer, fuck Dan Snyder, fuck Adam Schefter. He on that list too.
Fuck Urban Meyer train. He gave up on my Gators. That's like one of the few Florida teams I love. Fuck Urban Meyer. That nigga dipped up out of there as soon as Tebow left. He's a bitch. Ran Ohio State and then started doing all that fuck shit. As soon as he was finna get in trouble, he said, "Oh, I'm sick again." And then he went to Jacksonville and got
booted out.
As coach,
right? He's always done that since day one. That's nothing new. It's just in the NFL it gets reported, in college and it doesn't. And also fuck Ohio State too. Fuck those motherfuckers. And I'm Ohioan. Fuck them. Not a Michigan fan, but fuck Ohio State. Just gotta say that.
Close this out.
Michigan fan living in Ohio? I was about to say, but
nah, Notre Dame.
You can close this out, but
yeah, Notre Dame.
How you think y'all gonna fare this season?
Did this nigga not hear me?
Oh no, I didn't hear you. My bad. What you
say? I'm talking about Gene. I said close this out, nigga, like 3-4 times.
Yeah, he did say that shit. You know what it is? He got them kids yelling in the background. They yelling.
Oh man. All right. Hey, so we gotta talk about that fucking no-hitter.
Oh my gosh, bro. The Reds are living in poverty. I'm so sorry for Reds fans, excuse me. That was sad to hear. Like I couldn't believe I was reading the words on my phone because obviously I'm not watching the Reds game. That's just not happening. I don't even care if the Dodgers are playing them. I'm not watching that game. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, am I reading this shit correctly? They lost throwing a combined no-hitter. I'm like,
hey, you know what it's equivalent of? And this is why I feel bad for Reds fans. Because this shit, literally, how this feels, reminds me of the 2017 Browns. It just reminds me of it. That same feeling, I know that feeling. I'm a fucking Browns fan, for God's sake. But I know that feeling of you are the absolute dog water hot dog shit and you fucking know it and there's nothing you can do about it and ownership is sitting there and is flaunting while taking money in. They need to throw a fucking parade like we fucking did and embarrass those motherfuckers to the point where they need to spend money and actually try to win. They need to embarrass these motherfuckers. And McNeil, that's the dude who said that shit up. McNeil, hope you see this shit. Start organizing that parade for the Cincinnati Reds. Start organizing it because they need it. They need to be fully embarrassed to the highest extent. Unbelievable.
Hey, listen, don't nobody really care though. I mean, the Bengals just went to the Super Bowl, so
yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's just like football off season is a long.
Yeah.
Have y'all been checking out the USFL?
No.
Have any of y'all been checking it out? There's some pretty good stuff going on up in the USFL. Some guys to watch out there. So check out those games this weekend.
Like who?
Well, I mean, for starters, you got the Birmingham Stallions. They're the undefeated team out there right now. So they're all around just a complete team. They're easily the best team out there in the league, and they balling out. And the quarterback for New Orleans. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's leading the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and completion percentage. And there are multiple teams out there looking at him for a tryout. So keep a lookout for the USFL, especially with guys from the XFL still getting signed by NFL teams. And it's interesting with this whole spring football league going on right now.
Okay. Well, what channels even come on?
This week you got Tampa versus Philadelphia. That'll be on NBC. Michigan versus Birmingham will be on NBC as well at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Pittsburgh and New Orleans will be on at 12 o'clock Eastern Time on FS1, and then Houston versus New Jersey will be on at 4 o'clock Eastern Time on Fox. They're doing great numbers too. They're getting on Fox and NBC. They're getting over 1 million viewers per game. Which is pretty good for a startup league. And then they do bad on like FS1 and USA because don't nobody really watch those fucking channels anyway. Like, you gonna put me on a channel where all they play is Law and Order? Like, bro, I'll be pissed. But like, don't put me on that bullshit. All they play is Law and Order. And when they're not playing Law and Order, I gotta sit there and watch 3 hours of fucking Raw. Like, don't put me on that fucking channel. And don't nobody got FS1. Nobody got that shit.
I got FS1.
I got FS1.
Do you watch that shit?
Yeah, you a hater.
I watch NBA TV, nigga. That's what I
It depends on what's on there.
Look, let's be real here. On FS1.
You admitted you a psycho, though.
There's 2 shows everybody watch on FS1 and nobody give a fuck about anything else. That's Undisputed and Colin.
That's why I got it.
I'm watching Undisputed on YouTube, though. I'm cool.
Hey, for real.
Oh, man. Hey, don't be sleeping on Marcellus Wiley and what's his name? Acho.
Oh, speak for yourself?
Yeah, speak for yourself.
No. Marcellus Wiley said that stupid ass shit about the wide receiver duos. I don't want to hear shit from that motherfucker. I don't want to hear shit from him.
What did he say?
And I like him.
Oh, what did he say?
Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. I got you. Don't worry about it.
He said, "My nickel."
Give me a minute. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
man.
it. They was talking about best wide receiver tandems coming into the season, and Acho's shit wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it honestly wasn't. It was Wiley shit, and it was like 1 or 2 where I was like, oh, this motherfucker's speaking that stupid shit right now. But I gotta find it first. Give me a minute. I got y'all.
Hey, so do y'all think the NFL should take in one of these new starter leagues and make them like a developmental league, kind of like how baseball has the minor leagues and basketball has the G League?
They're low-key doing that now. Like I said, they're poaching players left and right from the XFL. They're poaching,
but actually have like an official, like, this is the Cleveland Browns.
Because, like, you have these practice squad players who don't really ever get playing time, and the best thing to get better is actual play time. Like, you can strengthen as much as you want to, but until you get out there on that field and get experience, that's the only way. So they might as well just go ahead and adopt one of these leagues or work with one of these leagues to become the official, like you said, developmental league. There we go. For the NFL, because like Birmingham could be the developmental team for New Orleans. Let's say that, since they're so close in proximity or whatever.
Well, they have a New Orleans team already.
Oh, okay. See, even better. So like I'm saying, you can figure out a way to do these things. Hell, they play on Saturday during the spring or some shit like that. Figure something out.
I agree with you, man. I think they need some kind of developmental league because, like you said, players, they need reps. Reps is very important.
Yeah, well, the USFL actually did some work with the NFL and multiple training camps and mini camps and stuff like that. They was able to get some when they were known as the Spring League before they officially, because they did the Spring League for 2 years strictly on FS1 to do like a market run to see how it would go and everything like that. And they actually did some work with the NFL. And the XFL is also doing some work with the NFL too. It might turn into that with one of these spring leagues. It's very interesting. This stuff pop off like it's supposed to, which I think it is, because even before the COVID shutdown, XFL was doing phenomenal. And I'm talking about in viewership and also in attendance. Like, I remember watching the home opener for the St. Louis Battlehawks, and it felt like an NFL game. They had like 30,000 people out there, and it was loud as shit. Like, and even watching USFL games, like outside of like when Birmingham is playing, because right now the USFL is in one location. They're only in Birmingham. When Birmingham is playing, it feels like an NFL game. Like Birmingham shows the fuck out for those games. And then like everybody else, they don't give a fuck about nobody else. But it's interesting to see, because if this spring leagues does happen, it's probably going to happen like that, where the NFL's gonna be like, okay, well, you come on to be an affiliate, we'll put you affiliate with this team, this, that, and the third. But it's also a problem low-key too, because right now there's only 8 teams in the USFL. And even if you was to combine the USFL and the XFL, that's 16 teams. Well, you still got half of, oh shit, Bluey, that's my show. Anyway, you got half of the you got half of the NFL still being affiliate.
And y'all told me to respect Bill Russell.
So what?
What?
That sounds like the NBA in the 60s with 8 teams, and y'all want me to call Bill Russell the GOAT.
Who said that? D?
Hold on. Stop, because that is completely different situations. You need to quit. No, I'm not gonna let you disrespect Bill Russell.
Y'all want me to respect classic era. It's the same shit.
Well.
That's what he played in. That's what Lil average 50 is.
Hey, D's supposed to talk to us about that, man.
But continue, though.
So what I'm saying to you is, what about the NFL in the early days? Because they didn't always have 32 teams.
This is true.
You got to start somewhere.
It's that these leagues now are juggernauts. That's just all that happens. They had to be there.
Do Packer fans really be talking spit though about they championships way
back? You're not going to deny that they won the first Super Bowl. You're not going to deny them that they going.
You can't deny the fact that they got 13 championships. You cannot deny that at all. They got 13
championships though. But how many Super Bowls?
Okay. Oh God, here we go.
He one of those.
Okay. I'm one of those because it's a proven fact. The Super Bowl is an NFL championship.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about JC.
Okay.
Hey, you see,
but the 13, but that's 4 Super Bowls on top of it. So it's really, they won 9 NFL championships pre Super Bowl, and in the Super Bowl era they won 13. You got to count pre Super Bowl because they're historically counted. Rams got what? They had. Well, they won. I know they won a championship.
Don't answer for JC. I want him to answer.
We got more recently than the Raiders, nigga. That's what the hell we got.
Oh yeah.
But I'm trying to think, because the Rams won one in Cleveland when it was in Cleveland. Their last year in Cleveland, they won it. I think
that's
they won.
A Cleveland championship.
They won the NFL championship in LA in the 50s. They actually beat Cleveland. So that's 2 championships. And then they won a Super Bowl in St. Louis and won a Super Bowl in this past year. So I think the Rams got 4.
I think we do got 4. I think I did just see that.
I think it's 4. So the Bears have 8.
Yeah, they got 4.
Brady has 7. I'm counting Brady. Brady's a fucking franchise. I mean, Brady has 7, and then the Steelers and the Patriots have 6. You got to count Brady in there. So and then what? Steelers 6.
We're gonna save it for another time. But I don't know if you had this argument with him already. But your boy came.
Oh, definitely.
He didn't think Brady was the GOAT. So
Who?
I want to save that for off-season material.
Who ain't the GOAT?
Your boy. But we're not doing that today. Doing that today. We are not doing that today, bro.
Oh boy, yeah.
We got all summer. We're gonna need plenty of material when all this.
Wait, you talking about me? I didn't have Brady as the GOAT?
That's me.
Eugene?
Yeah.
I get into him about that off camera.
Oh, okay.
No, we gonna do it.
That's what I said. Y'all probably had that already, so I don't know.
No, we ain't never.
But y'all gotta get it on here, though. We gotta get it on here.
Eugene, I'm highly disappointed. I'm gonna call you as soon as we get off this camera. we gonna have a conversation. We gonna have a conversation around here.
My phone died.
Fuck yo. Boo.
All right, y'all. Hey, I want to apologize to all my brothers here, first of all, because I forgot to introduce everybody when we started because I was so excited because it's been so long. I go by the name of JC. My brother Isaiah Anthony showed up. Appreciate you, my guy. My brother Eugene, aka EJ Flex, he popped out. My boy Tyrell last minute on some urgent shit. He popped out. So appreciate you, my brother.
No problem.
All y'all for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all continue to tune in, man. Continue to support and share and spread the word. Make sure y'all comment, talk y'all spit, talk about our bad takes, all that spit, whatever it is. Man.
Hey, real quick. Can I pop in? Hey, shout out to Kevin Love for trying to recruit LeBron and bring him back home, man. You got to come back, LBJ. You got to come back. You got to come back.
All I got to say is don't come hit me in my DM about that Eminem tape.
And all I got to say is
get blocked.
Hey, no, hey,
and all I got to say is
we ain't going to announce it yet.
Hey, look.
Me and Isaiah cooking some shit up. We're going to have plenty of time to address that Eminem.
Eugene, I want my $25, please and thank you.
Yeah,
I said a gift card.
A gift card. Yeah.
And that's still $25. That's still $25. I want my $25. I want my $25. I held up and I almost cracked twice, buddy.
Hey, you
I
did
want
it.
my $25.
Hey, G, you did get your 5 takes in though. You said you had like 5 takes brewing that you was gonna get them with. It's tight how you spread that shit out. So you tried, my brother.
Yeah, you tried.
Hey, your face was turning red and spit though. Your face was redder than that jersey. Like you wanted to explode. That is a damn shame, bro.
I give you props, man.
Hey, Walmart Sports, though, we out, man. I'll see y'all after the finals, all that good stuff. Embiid is the real MVP.
No, sir. Jokic, baby.